Hello and welcome to today's free trading video and market analysis. I'm your host, Kenny, Senior Research Analyst with the MiniAnalyst.com. The first thing we're going to look at here is a chart of the market. This is the mini S&P 500 futures contract, front month in nature, looking at our proprietary indicators, our intraday dynamics as we call them. This is what we use to kind of gauge where the market is likely to go. But as you can see yesterday, we kind of started the session on a bearish note. Today is, of course, Friday, 29th day of April, 2011. And looking at Thursday's session, we had a Fed day on Wednesday. The market really responded well and finished near the highs, but we're going to look at a chart of the daily and to see really exactly what's going on behind this thrust, at least from a technical perspective. But nevertheless, started off kind of a bearish note yesterday, albeit arguably just negative divergence on the bearish side, but really didn't have any water. Hold any water because as you can see, we finished the day nicely and comfortably, save this indicator, in the green, and the market of course blasted to a new high as all the indications began to turn. As a matter of fact, we had a full bullish indication right here, waned a little bit, just retested the trend on the ES around 50, 52, and a nice little double bottom there. Reversal of this HNS set up in the break above the resistance suggests a strong market, and that's exactly what we've got. Had a little bit of a gap open today, tried to get above the highs of the day, and said no, it's just not going to happen. Let's go back and retest the trend, see what's going on down there, and that's what we've done. But of course, Summer Friday, or going into the summer season, it's just kind of slow. And but as you can see, so we're not really going to have a trade here. Certainly on the long side, we'll go ahead and throw out for informational purposes day trade. You definitely want to be buying from 56 to 58. Go ahead and target 62 to 65. Certainly you'll need to stop definitely around the late session lows. Right around 54, so buy 55 to 56. Go ahead and stop around 53.50 or so, and we'll see how that trade works out for the rest of the day. But we're going to go ahead and switch over and look at the daily market. There we go. Beautiful. This is exactly what we're talking about. Look at this beautiful. What do you see here? Well, if you turn your head upside down, you'll see a head and shoulders formation. Nice little beautiful shoulder right there, head right there, shoulder right there. What's happening, as would be with the head and shoulders on the bearish side, this is certainly a bullish formation, and as such, we've just had a continual drift. Once we got this bar to close above the high of the low day, here we didn't have it. There's the low day. Boom! It's off to the races right there. From 1330, we're now at 1360. Definitely want to be buying here all the way down to 1340. For a move to 1400, we had been espousing that we were closer to a top than a bottom, but from a price technical perspective, we always let price be the final arbiter, and from now, we certainly expect higher prices given this breakout that we're seeing. Now, if it fails, it fails, and we'll expect lower prices, but definitely want to be buying from 1330 to 1360. We'll call it 1340 now to 1360. 1330 was the indication that the move was likely to resolve itself, and that's certainly what we've done to the bullish side. And as you can see, all of the indications point to bullish. Horizontal price technical perspective, trend following perspective, triple threat bullish from a momentum perspective, from a directional movement perspective. All signs continue to point to bullish, and it's certainly price is bullish. We're going to go ahead and look over at the MRSEM. Look at this. Can this really get any better? Gave back a little more profits than we would have liked on the short side last week or so, but definitely right back on the long side. Bought the M at 984. We're now at 1010. So definitely a nice little $2,600 or roughly 50% gain per margin, overnight margin that is, not even maintenance, but initial margin of gain of 50% per contract. And as you can see, the gains have just been extraordinarily impressive. In fact, this is part of the MSAU, the ultimate portfolio. There's about 7, the lucky 7, we refer to them as the lucky 7. You can actually get in the MSAU if you're interested. It's on the website. Kind of broken it down into a couple major swing and day trader portfolios, 100,000, 50,000, and then we have, we'll look at that in a second, but nevertheless, this is part of the MSAU portfolio. The MSAU DT backs out $5,000 in margin. You get in for only $10,000 minimum recommended risk capital to get started. That is the MSAU DT. Drop the DT, you add a swing, it becomes the MSAU. The swing is, of course, right here, and in our opinion, certainly worth exploring. So just write into admin, right into the office admin at MiniAnalyst.com, and you can certainly get involved with the MSAU portfolio, which trades this. But of course, this is in all of our swing portfolios. Excuse me. We can actually go to a detailed look. Just shooting straight to the upside. So we really liked, in fact, the ultimate line of portfolios was developed to simply go through and select the best performing portfolios in the market. And as you can see, when you're buying the green, I guess, yeah, this is about a year ago. That's when we created the MSAU, saw this one was breaking out, and that's why it got involved. And lo and behold, it's been pretty gangbusters, another $20,000 in gains per contract. So definitely a nice system there. But so we're going to go ahead and move over now to look at, there's of course the Evo, large part catching a beautiful winner the other day. I think about $700 or so on Fed Day. Kind of staying to the low side. This is makes up the bulk of the master. So let's go ahead and look. Actually, I'm not sure if we had anything else to look at. Go ahead and look. There's our 2K Day Trader 60 also catching a big part of the move. But we're going to go ahead and switch over and look at the what are we going to look at? So this is how our portfolios have been doing. So this was Wednesday's really impressive gain. So we had already been making some pretty good gains, particularly on the DTs. And the master had been nursing a 62% or 67% actually, 67% lead that we had been, I think we referenced that last week or what have you, but the master had certainly been, definitely picking its spots and had blasted, I think it had a 30% run in a couple of days, a couple of weeks ago or so. Blasted it up from about 40% to 70% return, 67% return, and then was just really picking its spots, nursing that gain, and picked another great spot on Wednesday. Said, this is a great time to trade, and certainly it was another 12% return. So now upwards of 80% return for the master. What was also impressive was the new Delta DTS is actually portfolio. Sorry about that repeating. That's really come on strong. It's actually up 62%. For the Delta DTS. Now, of course, on an absolute basis, that's $9,265 or so on the $15,000 portfolio. But as you can see, it's in the number 2 spot right here with a 62% return. So definitely, if you're looking at, how much money do I want to put to work? $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $25,000, $50,000. If you're in that $10,000 to $15,000 realm, then you definitely want to look at the Delta DTS, which we can get you involved in if you write into admin at MiniAnalyst.com. We can get you involved in the Delta DTS, and you can get a $9,265. But on a percentage basis, you have the master leading with a 78% return. Q-Trader, very impressive, 6 to 57% return or so. So definitely those are the portfolios that we would recommend. But those are only to those who have followed the videos, who maybe have been former clients, made a lot of money with us in the past. These essentially aren't on the website. A few of them are master, MSAU, DT, but a lot of these. But actually, that leads me to the website. Well, we'll just take a look and see how we've done. There we go. Over on Thursday, again, not too many trades going on. On Wednesday, there you see the 12% gain in the master that we talked about. Also, the Q Trader had a 12% gain or so. So the Q Trader, the Q Master, Delta DTS, and MSAU DT definitely recommended portfolios. In fact, we don't even track the MSAU, but it would certainly be impressive. As you can see, you're taking the MSAU DT, which has made 47%, and then you're adding in the MRSEM, which is up, just on the last trade adds 5,000 in margin. This will become 15,000, but you've got another $2,600 in profit just on the most recent trade. So maybe we should look into tracking the MSAU as well. We'll probably do that, but on a daily basis. But as you know, we track these portfolios on a daily basis, and then we update our portfolios on a quarterly basis for our more up-to-date portfolios. But these are the core portfolios that we've tracked for years and years. So there's how we've done recently. So if you guys have any questions, go to the website. What's interesting is our pricing structure. As you can see now, you can get the master for just $388 per quarter. You can get the MSA, as mentioned, MSA UDT for just $588 per quarter. And there you see the returns for the MSA UDT. This actually seems like there was something else we needed to talk about, but I guess we could talk about that next week. So if you guys have any questions, go to the website, chat with the support team live, or shoot us an email. Feel free to shoot us an email to admin@MiniAnalyst.com. Certainly get back to you in relatively short order. And hope you've enjoyed the quick update on the markets, the free informational trade, and on how we're doing, kind of the weekly checkup on how the MiniAnalyst.com team is doing. And I guess we will. If you have any questions, let us know. If not, we'll see you next time.